I know nothing about surpassing others. I only know how to outdo myself.
So here we are back with the main battle of Shikoku, I would call it, because we want to get this town, this big, huge town over here. And they have a lot of units, as you can see. So basically, I was a little bit afraid. So I got a second troop over here to conquer the town. But my main approach was to, to stay outside and make the enemy the first move. What the enemy also did. So you can see they have a huge army, pretty much a very strong army that I was afraid to do or to win. But you know what? I said this is the battle. So I engaged it without being scared. I have to say that those um yeah talkings here, they are amazing. They're really cruel, on point, without emotion. It is great how they did the game in every aspect. So Ubisoft, maybe you should work with them. So after being hyped up, I basically what I did is usually I take all my spear guys together, then I take my bowmen into one group. You can see I have this nice hill over there, so I am backing up to the hill to have a good position for my bowmen. And then the third party that I usually do is those generals. So I was setting up my defenses and have my spears over here to protect. But then I noticed that the enemy approached a little bit from different sides, and I thought like I should go back a little bit to protect all the flanks. the enemy was coming from the side. I guess that was not a problem in the end. And I don't know why I was trying to shoot them there, but yeah. Basically, as you can see, I still struggle with the micromanagement. I got better, with all regards, but sometimes the decision making is still lacking. So the side flank is coming with the riders, but we are protected. They're basically trying to lure us out, but we are staying strong. And now the enemy archers are engaging into the battle. They're shooting. We have to move a little bit back. I don't want to lose too many people. The charge comes in from the enemy. I don't know why he used his generals for that. It seems for me like generals. I'm not sure. And then on the right flank, I started to engage the bowmen. I went into the offensive here just because I didn't want it to lose more men. So now the bowmen are engaging into the melee guys. And basically, what I have to learn is to use the Yari walls better. Because sometimes it's too late and I have to switch it. But yeah. So just remember, guys, Yari wall is the way to go. They're really good. It's an ability that makes you really strong. On the left flank, as you can see, I have my Yari spears. Sorry, I mean spear wall. The Yari wall is probably, I don't know how it's called. I have it in German, unfortunately. But now I'm also engaging from the left side with my Yari samurai. And yeah, basically now the enemy's fighting. I remember I used my generals to boost my guys to not lose morale that fast, and that's basically it. So the enemy is now breaking. His first line of defense is breaking, and now we can approach their bow guys. As you can see, I still use the pause button a lot, but it helps me to manage everything. Usually what ends up happening is, even if you're winning, you shouldn't try to engage too much into unnecessary battles, because you still lose your troops, and you don't want to do that. So yeah, you can see here now I'm standing doing nothing. And I should have turned off the spear wall again to move faster and not to exert or exhaust my enemies. But this fight was pretty much over, and I really enjoy that game. I would love to learn Warhammer as well, but Warhammer has way more magic, way more different troops that you have to think about. What is probably for experienced players really nice, but for me it is too much to know. So we won. That was amazing. But the town was still not done. I had to engage the town once more. Yeah, this time what ended up happening, and that is funny because I did not know that. I forgot about it. I never had that before, something new. I set up all my stuff here because I want to approach and engage the enemy. And then I noticed that on the backside, I also have my reinforcements. I noticed that very late, but that opened up a really, really nice opportunity to, um, yeah, use them as a distraction or even to use them as a hard, how to say, hard ground, like, you know, anvil and hammer situation. um what up what ended up happening was that I used my cavalry to distract the enemy, and the bow guys that were almost hiding in the woods could shoot the enemy. So enemy is approaching. We are still gathering together, and still nothing going on. Unfortunately, the enemy could take this position because I thought I can't take this mountain fast enough. So I approached backwards, and then sneakily, I moved into the back line with my reinforcements. And I even had a second flank, as you can see on the map. On the left side, I had like 2 spear troops that engaged out of the woods later on to approach the archers. It worked out okay-ish, not crazy. And now you can see my bowmen from the back side are in the woods, and the cavalry is trying to lure those 3 units here away so I can shoot them with the bows. I tried with the bows to get on the hill to have a better position, and so now the enemy has to choose between rear and front, plus this little side battalion, I'd say, as you can see, now can approach those bow guys. And yeah, that's basically it. I think even on easy, I don't wanna say that's maybe impossible, but you could almost play samurai bowman and just engage into melee when it is necessary. But otherwise you could just shoot them. Maybe I built one army just out of bowmen, samurai bowmen, and then try to fight. Like one guy is going to be the leader of the bowmen. Yeah, that's maybe one thing I could do. But yeah, basically, we are now learning them out, and you can see now the enemy is turning towards the bowmen because they noticed them, and we're starting to shoot. The fire arrows here for breaking their morale, and this volley hits really hard. You see? Now we can attack and we can shoot them more. The front is also almost winning. Now we are finally engaged the bow guys of the enemy from the flank. We didn't lose any guys. The only problem was that I think my bow Ashigaru got a little bit into melee fighting. That was a problem. But basically what you can see, we are now charged into them and moving out. And I know you kind of lose a lot of units when you charge into spearmen, but it was kind of necessary. And back to the topic of the bowmen only. Of course, when the enemy has a lot of cavalry, it is almost impossible. But we won, as you can see, and the town was ours. That was also a pretty nice engagement, and we are now ready to focus on the mainland. So hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.